We have to talk Tesla Cybercab again because things are so exciting and we are actually entering into a new phase for human transport, human and things. And this is just worth covering because what we experience right now is history, just to make that very clear. Most people are asleep at the wheel, no pun intended. They won't be able to be asleep at the wheel anymore because there won't be a wheel. You will be asleep but safe because robotaxi drives you everywhere. Why is this so important? Why is it so important to talk about what we are seeing here? First of all, what are we seeing here? Well, Joe Tegmeyer, the great Joe. There are two great Joes. I'm not saying who the first one is, but there's a second great Joe, Joe Tegmeyer, and he is in Austin, Texas, and he operates these drones, and he's the best man on the ground. He gives us live intel. This is the crazy thing about the Tesla fan base, the Tesla expert community, that we actually have people like Joe doing these things. So Joe is our spy on the ground. He posts these things on X, and he spotted these amazing music. Wow. These are production versions of Cybercab. You see the stickers at the window. Why is this so important? These are the first ones. The first ones, because we just had the production coming online. So this is the first time we actually see real kind of mass-produced or serially produced Cybercabs coming out of the factory. You see the wheels. They have a lack of, what is this thing called? Like the wheel cover is missing. But you're seeing the first 3 production versions of Cybercab here. A historic moment that will change human and humanity's transport forever. Joe captured it first. Very important moment. And what does that mean? You see here that was posted just a couple of days before by Tesla that we are now ready, that we actually have the first Cybercab that was produced on the final production line. The final production line is now completed. It is ready for prime time. And as Jeff Lutz, the great Jeff Lutz, expert in production, expert in supply chains, explained on Herbert's channel, was on with me, so we discussed these things. He explained that is the decisive moment. The whole production line is actually live. Now these Cybercabs can be produced. And from now on, from now to April, where this actually ramps up, what are we going to see? We are going to see all these great men and women here with the great white hats in Tesla. All these happy people that did an amazing job. Look at them. These are the men. Where are the women and the woman? The man and the woman who make it all happen. And what happens now? You have this giant production line, the unboxed production line, your revolutionary manufacturing system that can, I think, 5x the output. Instead of 1 every 30 seconds, we can now have 1 every 6 seconds, which is completely nuts when you think about it. So we can swamp the United States and the entire world with Cybercabs. This production line alone can actually output probably 5 million per year, which we will need. And from now on, from now to April, to actually starting the ramp, we will see 1 coming out a day, 2 coming out a day, 4 coming out a day. And they will be used for crash testing, the first couple of hundreds, right? They will be used for checking everything, double checking everything, disassembling them. This is how Jeff explained it. So we can look at the glue and all kinds of stuff, the gaps and all kinds of things, and crash a bunch of them. So these first couple of hundreds will be used for all kinds of things, and some of them will be deployed for testing to actually fine tune and have the feedback loop for the production line. That is going to happen now, but we are live, right? That's the end game. We are at the end game. We are producing these amazing looking Cybercabs now. Look at them. And you guys know why this is so decisive, why I'm someone who never covers cars. I'm not even that interested in cars, to be honest. I love Teslas. They drive great. I drive them. I like them. But I'm not that much into cars, to be totally honest. I'm just covering this because this is not a car. This is a robot on wheels. This is a car without pedals and without a steering wheel. These things don't have steering wheels. They don't have steering wheels. They just have this dashboard, and you see the seat and the seat, right? You see that. You just see a seat and a seat. There is no steering wheel. It's just not there because you don't need a steering wheel. Let that sink in. You also don't have these little side mirrors because you don't need side mirrors because no one is driving. Let that all sink in. And what does that mean? Now it becomes very important. It means if Tesla is now having this live, if Tesla now starts to put out these 3, and next week 10, then 20, then 40, then 100 in March, 200 in March probably. What does that all mean? It means they have complete confidence that they can use these cars. But how would you use them? There's only one way to use them, as robotaxis. And that is where the disconnect with the market is. The market thinks, well, you can't use them. Tesla isn't ready. They can't do that. They're behind Waymo. That's what the market thinks. They think Tesla cannot churn out 200,000, 5 million of them and deploy them. Whereas Tesla tells us, not only do we think that we can, we will, and we are doing it. We actually spend billions and billions of dollars into a manufacturing line, then spend tremendous management attention and put all these people to work. This is not a joke, by the way. All these people, all this giant factory, these billions of robots and lithium batteries and everything into these cars, and now we are producing them in a manufacturing line, the most advanced manufacturing line in the world. This is all not a joke. It is real. It's happening as we speak. It's happening today. It already has happened, and we all have the first 5 or whatever produced in that line. So it's not a joke, and that means Tesla is absolutely certain that they will be able to put them to work as unsupervised robotaxis in April, and then at massive scale by end of the year. This is not a theory. Does this look like a theory to you guys? No, these are real people. They're producing real cybercabs. And that is why I want to do this video. This is all not a theory anymore. This is real on the ground. And you have to understand, this is not a random car. This car only has one possible purpose. There is no other purpose. It has to be a robotaxi. It's a clash. It's a clash of reality against the vision. And the vision is eating reality because the vision is now reality. There's no way around it anymore. Of course, the stock doesn't understand this yet. And that is our alpha. If we can actually time this and use our brain to have firm first principle simulation, then we can outmaneuver Wall Street by a lot. Because our brain, our first principles, if you look at this, like, yeah, duh, what do you think is going to happen? This is not even theory anymore. Of course they're scaling in April. Of course they have tens of thousands of robotaxis on the road by December. There is no other possible explanation. And Wall Street has priced into the stock, well, maybe they have 1,000 in December, not 20 or 30,000. But if we are right and they have 20 or 30,000, the stock will go to the moon. So there you have it. That is exactly the theory that is important for us to observe. And that is why this is extremely important. And you have to forgive me to do so many Cybercab and robotaxi videos this week, but it is just the most decisive thing for the stock right now. Forget Optimus, forget space AI. This week and next week and all the way into April, this is robotaxi time. So if you look at your watch, you ask yourself what time it is, until mid of April, it will always be robotaxi time. So stay with me. I will do my Pioneer Alpha report over the performance probably tomorrow. We will see where we are at. Last week was pretty good. I nailed the ending with my 410 short puts. We also have some important news about Pioneer Alpha and some investment opportunities coming up, so you better stay tuned. Go to pioneeralpha.org to see more, especially for Americans, but now also for you if you're in the EU or Canada, UK or Switzerland. We have some cool stuff live now. And I hope you found that interesting. Go to pioneerlands.org to ask questions. There's also some tremendous things happening in Pioneerlands. By the way, we are developing a new system of research where you can add statistics and insights very easily with a simple click. Here you click plus, new quick, quantitative insight cards, quicks. I want to make it quick. And then everyone can post this. This is a new feature of the Pioneer Academy. We have the seminar, of course, where you can ask your questions and I will respond to them. You see all these questions here. Self-drive act putting the brakes on Tesla scaling. That's interesting. I didn't even look at this yet. That's a new question. Will the Self-Drive Act's new federal regulations slow down Tesla's ability to scale? Well, here's something I will cover probably in the next couple of days. This is a great question by Shane. So thanks for that, Shane, by the way. I was just demonstrating the Academy. So you guys should go there, ask your questions and see what happens. Go to Intel, browse the quicks with these very interesting statistics. Look at this, 93% wireless charging efficiency we have reached now. That's amazing. So you see all kinds of interesting things here that people post who want to keep us abreast of the latest. And that's what I'm working on in my free time. And I hope to see you there. I hope you follow the robotaxi revolution and you tune in tomorrow. See you then.